I will, Ted, because you're a Boston Bruins fan, and we know that, they suck. Hey, everybody, it's me. It's Mad Montreal, man. Welcome to the show. Thanks for putting up with us. We're a day late. Sorry, Shane. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, Kelly. Sorry, Barry. Sorry to our subscribers, because without our subscribers, yes, I'm talking about you. I can list them, there's 58 subscribers. I know you're thinking that's nothing. I know our show's watched by hundreds of people because people download it and watch it and they share it. But our subscribers are the ones we do the show for. So thanks to you guys. We're a day late. I know we had a car accident yesterday. As you can tell, I'm not really functioning 100%. My throat's really sore. The boys aren't even here. The boys went out to see Godzilla. But now that we don't have a car, they're using Vancouver's public transit. And as you know, Vancouver public transit, kind of like a certain football team with a B, sucks. So we're here for the comic book show. Yay, comic book show. We're in the Mad Man Cave. We're going to start off with someone you haven't seen for a while. It's been, what, a week? It's the cute one!
It's me! Again, yay. It's Cute Munchugger with Cute on Comics.
In the Mad Man Cave.
I have 2 comic books to read. I'm going to start...
Well, she has 3, but we'll talk about one.
Yeah. I'm going to start with Shudder. It's really pretty. And it's the second one, if you didn't know that.
It's number 2.
Number 2. And it's kind of... It's like it's very fantasy, and I like it, but like, I don't know. It's...
Show that one. This is why she likes it. Look at that cute girl.
It's good. I mean, like, it's like really like intense.
Intense.
There's violence. Should I show them some violence?
No violence.
No violence?
No violence.
Okay. Well, there's violence. And violence is always good.
But sorry, Mad Montreal girl, it's not Runaways.
No, it's not Runaways. But yeah, that's Shudder. And it's good, so get that. The second one I have...
Ready for this?
The second one.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this? It's Lumberjane!
Lumberjane!
She's a lumberjane. She's okay. Yeah.
She chops down trees, she eats her lunch, she goes to the lava tree.
Yeah. So
on Wednesday she goes shopping and has comic books for $3. I don't know.
Oh, something like that. But I really like this book because it's like, it's kind of like the art that I normally see on online and stuff, and like online comics and stuff, and I like that because it's like look, it's good. I like it, and like the characters seem like they're around my age, or Mad Montreal girl's age, something like that, and they're like really silly. And if you read the first one,
which we know you probably did.
You probably did.
You already know that they fight monsters.
You already know that they fight monsters. So in this one, they obviously fight a monster. Just like in all the other ones. Not like that, though. And
awesome.
They're on a river in this one, and it's really funny. And I like it. And you should get Lumberjanes. Because it's really great. So yeah. That's been Cute Montreal with Cute on Comics.
Awesome!
It's you.
No, it's not. Ha!
You're a comic book.
Alright, yeah, I wish I was a comic book. I probably wouldn't feel this pain. So like I said, we had a car accident yesterday. It's okay, I'll put it behind me. We got rear-ended. Go figure, huh? The luck of the Madness House Inc., the luck we have. So we're out of a car, we have no scooter, no car, and we're day late for comics. Please forgive me, Shane! I'm sorry, Shane! Martina, I won't scream your name today. I'll whisper it. Martina, Shane loves you. Alright, but before we talk about comic books and before I talk about how bad luck we have here, I want to talk about movies, DVD movies. As you know, I'm a big fan of movies and toys, and I like comic book movies, and I like my DC cartoons, even though I must admit the last couple of DC cartoons weren't that good. Which brings me to the newest release from DC, Son of Batman. Yes, I got the Deathstroke figurine. Okay. I will say a couple things about the movie. Do I regret buying it? No. I regret more buying the War one. This one actually had a good story. The Son of Batman was a good story. The animation was better than War. However, it's still not the animation we missed from a couple of years ago when DC was on top of its game with the animation and everything else. I felt kind of like, I'd say the last series of Batman, not the cartoony one, but like the last series of Batman, like Batman when he was a young one, so like that kind of animation style, had a few flaws in it, but for the most part, the story was actually good. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Even insert topic, Allison was here watching this movie with us, and she had a fun time with it. She enjoyed it. So this is one DC movie I say pick up. And I am one of those people that says, yes, Damien is not dead. So it was a good DC pickup. The toy itself is not a toy, it's just a statue, so not too crazy. But you get the DVD combo. Yeah. And apart from that, toys. As you can see, we have toys everywhere. Most of the time when you think about movie toys, you think, oh my god, they're so bad. I mean, look at the Avengers toys, the Thor toys, the last batch of Iron Man toys when they did the Iron Man Marvel Legends. They were okay, but they were boring. Now with Spider-Man movie out, Marvel released a whole bunch of Spider-Man toys, and they did it the smart way. New packaging, the full-size figures. They're calling them, Marvel Legends Classics, whatever. But the thing about it that kills me is they put limited editions, variants, and they're hard to get. But when I went hunting for some of these toys, I found that Captain America, apart from the really small movie toys which really suck, also did the Build-A-Figure, Captain America Legends. I got the Red Skull. Now, once again, I'm going to point out to you, Build-A-Figure, which is really cool, they got variants. Good luck finding the variants. Red Skull apparently is one in a case. Great sculpt. I kind of do miss the days when you'd be able to just buy an entire series. Now you're hunting for them like mad, but the Captain America series, the current Spider-Man series, and I will even say the last Iron Man series, the full-size ones, are decent. They're pretty cool. I will say one thing, though, the smaller versions of these are horrid. But Build-A-Figures are pretty cool. I like this one. They are a bit pricier, though. I've noticed that the price on these has gone up. For example, the same size Marvel Legend in the Spider-Man series right now is about $3 more than the Captain America series. And also the trick is, too, they'll make, like, for the Spider-Man one, you got, like, 6 Spider-Mans, and you'll have a couple of variants. Good luck getting all the variants. So hunt them down if you can. I know I'm on a hunt to get the rest of these eventually because there's never enough toys. Never enough toys. And we're going to pause for a second because I got to catch my breath and I'm having a back spasm. Back in a second. Thanks for welcoming back. As you can tell, the drink of today is a drink of victory. Ah, yes, victory. To all our friends out there in Montreal and all the other Montreal Canadian fans out there, 8 more wins. Not that I'm being biased, being the man Montreal man, but 8 more wins. Cup's going to come home.
8 more wins. Knock on wood. Your head isn't made of wood.
The way it feels today, it could be. That's right. I'm really, painkillers are your friend. No, they're not, but still. I'm digressing. Should we get back to the comic books now? Because we didn't even get to when we talked about other things. What did we talk about? We talked about the toys, the movies, car accident. But you know what? Even all that said, with everything that's going wrong, with all the bad luck we have, I'm still here for you. I'm still spending money I could be spending on other things, but I'm buying comic books. Yes, that's right. It's comic book time. And like I said, I'll be doing other people's reviews today, too, because the boys went out to see Godzilla, but without the car, they're kind of stuck taking public transit, and we'll find out how much they like the movie next week. But in the meantime, it's just me. So for the insert topic here, we have Abe Sapien, one of Allison's books. She liked it. It's fun. It's what you get. I mean, it's a stylized book. She enjoys it. Now, for the cute one, some book that we both have in common, I actually think this is the one book, the only X-Men book I will tell you, go out there and buy. That's right. If you're not buying this X-Men book, there's something wrong with you. I enjoy it. Chris Claremont's Nightcrawler. That's right. Yes, me saying X-Men book good. I've been fortunate enough to have a few conversations with Chris Claremont. The guy's a fantastic guy. He's actually very humble. He doesn't think this is he really is happy to be back doing an X-Men book. I'm surprised how nice the guy is. I've had conversations where I even talked to him on his birthday. Chris, you're fantastic. Keep it up. I hope you write this book forever because it is so much fun reading an X-Men book that my daughter can read and we can talk about and share about. So this is the X-Men book that people should read. This is what X-Men should be. Really is. It's fantastic. It's so much enjoyable. And the artwork's great, too. The artwork's cool. Okay, so Nightcrawler I recommend. Now, my Marvels. Ta-da, Marvels. No, we're not doing anything fancy today. Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel. It was okay. Beautiful artwork on the inside. The story is kind of like, okay, where are you going with this? Original Sin. I do want to point out one thing. They put this wonderful insert in here, showing different covers. Oh look, where have we seen this before? Savage Hulk, a new #1. The only thing about this is it's Alan Davis. Weak spot, Alan Davis, must buy. Not the best cover. It's a cute story. Artwork's kind of cute. Yes, an Avengers book. So I took it Avengers. It was so-so, but it was a fun read. Enjoyable read, Captain America. For those who missed the Runaways, for those people who kind of really enjoyed that Avengers Academy, the Avengers Arena, well, their characters continue in Undercover Avengers. And as soon as Mad Montreal Girl's memory works properly, I will let her read these.
If you didn't, I would kill you in your sleep.
It is probably
my
the closest thing to a Runaways book that's out there.
You have no idea how much I missed the Runaways.
Alright, not the greatest cover, so-so issue, the Iron Man. Typical New Avengers was alright. Last book for Marvel, there's only 2 left for Marvel. The Fantastic Four. I kind of like the red and black costumes, but for the most part, I'm actually getting bored. Sorry, I'm getting bored. And of course, Marvel's best cover of the week. I'm not going to say much about the inside. I wasn't through with it. I'm probably not going to pick this one up again. I thought I'd give it a shot, after the cold Cataclysm. But All New Ultimates #2 is the best Marvel cover for the week. It is a really good cover. It stands out. I wouldn't mind that on the wall. The story, however, I don't care. I have no emotional attachment to these characters. The whole Cataclysm, to me, I thought was going to end the Ultimate Universe and do something drastic to it. All they've really done is take a whole bunch of minor characters, try to make them as the new Ultimates. It's not working for me. I'm not impressed. So that one probably will be the last new Ultimates I pick up. So, shall we get on to DC?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go! Off the bat, we start off with the New 52 Futures End. Oh, yes. The comic book from the future that's kind of in the... it's all over the place. Obviously, this story takes place not in current continuity, but in a continuity to come. Like I said, I'm not sure where they plan on going with it. I'm not overly impressed by it. So, we'll see. It's kind of predictable. Alright, better issue this week, The Green Lantern Corps. It was a much better issue than the last one. Right, okay, that one I have to talk about in a group with a whole bunch of other comic books. I'll do it now. Yeah, Superman Doomed. Parts 1, Parts 2, and Part 3. Artwork was pretty. Me got a car accident. Me can't read too well. Pretty pictures. That was for Allison, by the way. She liked that little bit I did before. Yes. For some reason, Doomsday is back, and yeah. I'm kind of left speechless. I'm not sure. I mean, do I like it? Do I hate it? I'm kind of stuck in the middle on this one. We'll see where it goes. I mean, all the hype, I will say that, all this hype about Doomed coming up, and you expect this, oh my god, it's going to be like, is it like the first time we met Doomsday, and like back in the old continuity, and it turns out it's just a kind of little chapter. So we'll see. It leads to the Infected series, so I'm not overly impressed. Artwork was okay. Not bad. Batman Eternal. Fun read. Really nice cover, but it felt like I've seen this cover before. It looks too familiar. Batgirl. Oh, God. Superboy. Why am I buying this? Why? I don't know!
Force of habit, maybe?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, once again, DC, make this a Vertigo book. Constantine. I mean, they're trying to push the edge a little bit, make it a bit more dark, but it still reads like a PG version of a book that should be R. Alright, I don't normally do this, buy 2 covers to a comic book. Justice League United, or Justice League Canada. Disappointed. I mean, it just, first of all, I don't think it really has anything to do with Canada. I mean, I don't feel there's any Canadian elements in there. Even though I made fun of Alpha Flight when it first came out, Alpha Flight from Marvel is a much more better representation of what Canada is than this. This was just, let's market something. Canada's a big supplier of Bio comic books. Let's put Canada on one of the Justice League titles. I really wasn't too thrilled. What's next? Justice League Mexico? And they'll have no one Mexican on the team. So, not too impressed. So issue for World's Finest. That's pretty much it for the regular DCs. We have from Vertigo, The Royals. That's a good series. FBP, also a good series. Beautiful cover as usual, Fables, but it's not the best cover of the week for DC. That title gets to go to, for the second time only, Astro City had the best DC cover. It really was a good cover. So that's it for DC. So you ready to get out of the DC world? Let's get out of DC world. Alright, alternates! If there's one book I'm going to tell you to pick up because I have no idea where the story's going and I enjoy that. I'm one of those people who I like to be surprised. I want to know what's going on. It's probably one of the best written things. It's well drawn as well. You know, Roy Blisson Go. The Field. Just buy it. Seriously, just buy this book. Okay, one of Leroy's favorites. I enjoyed it as well. Mice Templars. Always a good read. Very happy. This next one had a couple covers. I went for this cover. Very, very big-ish, but enjoyable. Starlight. One of Lowry's old favorites. Slim was reading this for a while as well. We'll just do a double one. From IDW, you got Rogue Trooper. And, of course, Judge Dredd. Both fun reads. I enjoy this stuff. And now on to Leroy's only comic book for this week, which he hasn't read yet, so no spoilers for Leroy. I got him the better cover, too. It's the splash page cover of Uber. Uber should really stand for Uber Violence. This is probably one of the most gory but well thought of books in a long time. I mean, to take a concept like that and just actually go with it, you know, hats off to them. I kind of enjoy it. Best cover of the week for the alternates goes to Valiant. I know. Bloodshot. Really cool cover. Story was okay. Which only leaves me one thing. The best all-around cover of the week. This is the best cover of the week. It really was like, wow. Part of that reason why is the size of the book. Now, when I saw this thing, I went, that looks familiar. It's like I just vaguely remember this thing. Well, it's the IDW Red Star Treasure Edition. Yep, the comic book came out a while ago. This series came out a while ago. The cover is just really, wow, stunning. In fact, it's bigger helps. But this is one of those things where you actually get a good value for your money. Okay?
Whoa.
Beautiful. It's a fun story. Beautiful artwork. I mean, let me just try to find you a good panel here. It's just one of those things. And the scary thing about this thing is people look at it, right, and you think, oh my God, it's a treasure edition. It must be expensive. Guess what? $10. $10. You get a whole little miniseries in one book. I enjoyed it. This is the best thing from DC this week. I mean, from comic books this week. It's a really good deal. IDW, thank you for putting this out. I actually enjoy this. I mean, I'm looking forward to more of these. I mean, when you get artwork that big,
Look it up. We can't see. Oh.
Okay, you can enjoy it. I mean, you think comic book artwork is only a bit bigger than this, and you normally shrink it down to make it fit in this. This was enjoyable. I actually enjoyed that a lot. So that's pretty much it. Except, oh wait, I know you're thinking, what about Slim's newest thing, Dollar Bin Treasures? Well, I did get some from the Dollar Bin this week. Now, this goes back to, if you're really old, you might remember a comic book called Men in Black. Yup. Men in Black, not the movie, the actual comic book that they bought the rights from, which had, you know, really was, I think it was Malibu Comics who did it, or Pied Piper. Well, I saw these and I couldn't help it. It's from a company that was partially Malibu Comics. It was also Amazing Comics. They turned into Pied Piper Comics, but it's the X-Mutants. Well, that's right, the X-Mutants. I got issues 1, 6, and number 8. You know, this came out at a time when there were so many X-Men books. These guys figured, well, let's do the opposite. Let's do a world of mutants and make them human. So get it, X-Mutants. It's one of those stupid series. When I saw this, I got all nostalgic. It was like, I remember this. I remember this when it came out. It was like one of those weird little things, and you know, it was just, I had to pick up dollar bin comics. I mean, they're not worth more than $1, but the kind of funny thing about this is, you think, this is the kind of really bad 80s comic book that they could turn into a movie nowadays. Or they could actually reinvent, revamp, and put out there. That's right, the X-Mutants from Amazing Comics, which then turned into Pied Piper Comics. But the thing about this is, when you pick up these dollar bin comic books, is that you occasionally will see, you know, some of these artists actually went on to do much better things too, right? But you occasionally go down memory lane and you see stuff that you really want to see. I picked this thing up and I was rifling through it. It's just so I can find the right page again. And I'd seen an ad for something else, and I went, oh my god, I remember that. And that makes me want to go back and find these old comic books. Because that's part of the thing. I mean, you had Ninja Bots, Demon Bots. You had Hero Alliance, which at the time was a good series as well. Which actually did pretty well, actually. It was one of those series that changed comic books a little bit. This was basically... Oh, and you also had the New Humans. Get it? Because they were making fun of the New Mutants. They were the New Humans. But this is one of those things where you go back and you look at... Oh, you know, this was back when comic books, they took a chance. I mean, they were trying to break away from the Marvel DC world. They were trying to say, hey, well, you know what, there's other comic books out there. I mean, you had the Shaolin, which was actually a good series. So sometimes you can actually find some really good series in the dollar bins, and the series that, you know, they might have been canceled, didn't go well. There was also a series called G.I. Rambot, which is a fun series, which made me think of the Strike series, which I'm hopefully going to find soon, because Strike was one of those comic books that had a black character. And at the time it was like, oh my god, a black main character is shocking. But that's the whole thing about these dollar bin comics. Check them out, people. You're in Montreal, go to Expert Comics. They got a dollar bin, check it out. You're in Ireland, go to Sub City. They got dollar bin, check it out. RX in Vancouver, come on. We know you guys have the best freaking dollar bin in Vancouver is RX Comics. As you will find treasures like this in there. We also had another one we picked up last week. On Friday, we went back on the comic book store on a day that wasn't a comic book day, and we picked up, unfortunately, I don't think it's in here, but we have a comic book series that Slim's probably going to talk about next week. Just picked it up, couldn't help it. So check it out. And, you know, like I said, it's good for the comic book stores, it's good for you. And I'm really tired and winded, my back is sore, joys of whiplash. So I'm going to say, Ted, help me out here, Ted. Ted, help me. Help me, Ted. I know you're upset, but help me, Ted. How do we end the show?
Hey, Johnny, how about a beer, huh? Couple of Bruce Dostoevskis?
And on that note, we'll see you next week.
That's